Hello and welcome back to Grim Survival. This video will be uploaded on Tuesday the 20th simply because I've been having a lot of issues with YouTube processing my videos. It's taken half a day to process the one that went up Monday, I believe, afternoon, which it is still Monday for me, but you're going to be seeing this video on Tuesday just because, yeah, YouTube's processing. They don't like me. I don't know. A lot of people don't like me. That's okay with me though. Yeah, feelings mutual usually. Alright, as the title gave away, beans, the musical fruit. The more you, okay, I'm going to let you finish that, you know. Alright, here's what I'm doing. That is close to 100 pounds of beans. Close to, I'm going to say right around 100 pounds of beans. I went to Walmart again a little while ago. I picked up their last 20-pound bag of pinto beans again. And I just cracked the bucket I'm sitting on. Oh yeah, I cracked that lid. Just so you know, I'm sitting on a bucket. This one, it's, yeah, this actually has what it says in it. And the lid is got some damage, but that's okay. Wow, I'm gonna just fall over before I finish the video. These are food grade. I'm trying to find it. Food grade bucket. Food grade, yeah. Food safe, it says. This product meets the requirements for whatever resin intended for food packaging application and is designated for the FDA. And the FDA said it was safe. It's not safe. Anyway, supposedly the plastic in this is more tightly packed together and won't leach into your food, supposedly. Doesn't feel any different than any other bucket, in my opinion. But that's that. Alright, I'm going to reset up the camera and I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm just going to dump them right directly into this bucket, and then I'm going to rig up the lid just a little bit to make it, you know, work properly. So, hey, if I can find where I put the thing, stay tuned. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back again. I will probably edit out the sound of how loud this is going to be because this is going to be loud. Just because I have the external microphone plugged in, and you're looking at my gray pants. These are Black Hawk Tactical, by the way. They still have all of my gear in here, and if you don't believe that I carry my EDC, look, there that is. I'm going to be using this to open bags anyway, so yeah. Now, I was told by Google that you could fit approximately 35 pounds of beans in a 5-gallon bucket. I'm going to test that theory right now. So this is a 20-pound bag, and I am going to dump it in. I will edit out sound right about here. I'm going to now agree with the assessment that it's probably only going to hold about 35 pounds because you can see how full that is, and I don't even have to tip it for you, and that was just 20 pounds. So I'm probably going to need more buckets. I only have 2 food grade buckets. I will probably have to get more to store all of it. So 35 pounds, I got 20, that would be, yeah. Let's use an 8-pounder. I'll start with the bigger bags. Alright, one thing you should always remember with your preps, if you're storing things like beans like this, you should know how to cook them. You should also have recipes. So it might be a good idea for some people to either tape recipes to your bucket or maybe have a recipe book along with it. Some people actually put the recipes inside the bucket. Do it however you need to do it, however it feels right to you. That's what I say. Alright, let's try not to spill any beans. Now, like I said, I'm doing this a little bit differently because I just am. I'm almost out of Mylar, and I have only 2 bags of Mylar left, and I only have 2 of my large oxygen absorbers left, and I have a lot of little ones, but yeah. So that's why I decided to try this out, because I didn't want to wait for the Mylar to come in the mail. This was an 8-pound bag. Got to get every last bean out of there. This is another 8-pound bag. Alright, as you can see, both of these are pretty well full. But I'm going to show you something here before I continue. We'll move that up out of my way. I had found a bunch of beans in a well, my wife found them in a cabinet. And these beans are about 2 years old. I have several of these bags. So I wasn't as low on beans as I thought I was. But you can tell the color difference is these are a little darker. That's just because they're a little older. I don't believe there's anything wrong with them. They've been sitting in these bags for about 2 years, like I said. In the back of a cabinet, so no sunlight's gotten to them. And they smell fine, so I'm going to mix them. You can definitely see the color difference, but it'll be fine. That's why I'm pouring these on top. We can use them first. I did rinse the bucket and dry it really well before I did this. This has a Best Buy date on it. I can't see what the date is, but it was before 2010. Yeah, I put my hands in it. My hands are clean enough, and I'm not concerned with it. Besides, who else is eating it? And in a SHTF food shortage situation, are you going to care if I put my hands on it if I'm giving you free food? Probably not. Yeah, this one says it was Best Buy last year. Still mixing them. I don't believe the Best Buy dates. I really don't. Maybe it was best stored before then, but yeah, I mean, there's instructions online on how to soak beans if they are getting kind of old. You can still make them soft and you can still eat them. I have 2 more of these, the last 2, and then I have 1 more 20-pound bag of beans. Yeah, so I will have 20 more pounds. I'll need to get another 15 pounds to even it out for a single bucket. And I believe I could pick up 2 of those 8-pound bags and make it fit. I believe I could. I will let you know when I get around to doing that. Obviously, this one's a little overflowing. So let's go ahead and save that other bag. I don't want them both to be that overflowing. That is heavy. Alright, I'm going to show you how I'm going to store this. So I don't have any special lids. I don't have anything but regular plastic lids. These are just the snap-on lids. Nothing special about them. But I do have plastic wrap. This is BPA free Walmart brand. I really don't like Walmart, but they have beans. Did you know that you need to pull there to start? That's what it says. Pull here to start. Alright. I would not have known that without their help. That was being facetious. So all I'm going to do is wrap this. Like so. And obviously I'm going to have to put another one, but then I just remembered I needed an oxygen absorber. I've been told you don't actually need oxygen absorbers. There's really no reason to have them. I mean, but if you have an airtight lid, that would probably be better. I don't really think that my lids are airtight. Well, they will be after I put this plastic wrap on here and snap it down. But I'm just going to put it right on top. I'm going to try to make it look pretty. Alright guys, I'm back. I got the first one done. I figured out the best way to do it, so I'm going to show you how I did it. First, I'm going to do it like this. So I'm just going to put that on there. I'm going to set the lid on there, and I'm going to cut the plastic wrap off nicely without ripping it off completely. I hope you can see that. Then I'm going to take the lid back off, insert oxygen absorber, I mean, I really don't think there's going to be much air in here anyway, maybe between the beans, just because of how full it is, it's going to displace it. Oh, I forgot. And then, this is what I found to be the easiest way, is to put it back on there, go ahead and put the lid on, and snap it down. Sorry for the noise. Cut your plastic wrap off. There it is. I lost a bean. I did. I lost a single bean. That's okay. So, that was the simplest way I've ever stored food in a bucket. I was told to do this method by somebody on YouTube. I forget who it was. I apologize who told me this, but I did remember. They told me this probably last year at that. So, yeah, it was a YouTube comment. And I have now 2 full, I'd say, in between 35 and 40 pound buckets of beans right here. And I still have another 20 pound bag plus another 32 ounce bag sitting on top of that I will have to get another bucket for, and obviously, well, a few more pounds of beans to store. I'm going to mark the date on them with this. This is my Sharpie. Yeah, I had to remember the date and how to spell pinto beans. Yeah, you're not seeing me right. But that's that. This is an industrial strength. Yeah, it kind of stinks. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. Beans. I keep thinking rice because I got more rice I have to put in a bucket, but beans in a bucket. It's really that simple. You can do this with rice. You can do this with any dry goods. You can do this with flour. The plastic wrap sealed under the Snap-on bucket is actually going to create an airtight seal. With the oxygen absorber in there, it's going to pull out any extra air. So you're really, getting an airtight seal, and you're keeping your food away from the non-food grade plastic lid. Is this food grade? It's supposed to be. It says BPA free, clings tight, seals in freshness. We'll see. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. It's about the simplest thing you can do is store rice and beans in a bucket. It's prepping 101. I said this when I put rice in a bucket and showed you that, but beans work the same way really. You just keep the air away from it, keep the light away from it, and it'll stay good. I mean, even the bags that I have here that were left in a cabinet for 2 years, there's nothing wrong with them. They're a little bit darker color, but there's nothing wrong with them. They're still plenty edible, perfectly edible. I mean, yeah, even though the best by date said 2018 on this thing, it's still edible. It really is. You put it in a bucket, it stays even longer. I mean, something like this, we're talking a 20-year shelf life at minimum. At minimum, this could probably last longer, but I'll let you know in 20 years. If we're still here, right? If we're still here. Alright, so that is going to be it for me for one day. This is just obviously very simple prepping 101. If you have been doing this a while, you probably know of better ways of doing it. You can use the Mylar method. You put it in Mylar, you seal it up. You can actually put the corner of a vacuum cleaner into the side of your Mylar, suck out some of the air while you're sealing it. I've done that before. Oxygen absorbers are the best way. I still add those to that anyway. But yeah, just a food grade bucket with some plastic wrap, snap the lid on top. That's all this is. This will last about 20 years. Alright, that's going to be enough of my yapping. Remember, don't forget your recipes. You'll need recipes to cook this stuff. So write them down, print them out, keep them somewhere other than your computer, other than your phone or device or whatever you're using, because you don't know if you're still going to be able to use that device when SHTF finally, decides it's fully here. I don't believe SHTF hasn't been, I believe it's been here since the beginning of the year, but it's a gradual thing, SHTF. Not just going to be a sudden event. For some people, it may be a sudden event, like a natural disaster, but for the vast majority of us, we are seeing it right now. We're seeing the beginnings of it, and it's just going to progressively get worse until it can't get worse anymore, which we'll see where exactly that ends up, and that's not a pleasant thought. But hey, put your beans and your rice in the bucket, stack it to the rafters. This has been James of Grim Survival, and I will see you next time.